Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Armstrong. Today, the channel is taking on a new name for I have asked some of my little people, better known as my children, to come up with a new name. And they have chosen, and yes, they have chosen, this channel should be called Matters of the Mind, which is a good one. And I will go with it. And this is what the new channel will be called, Matters of the Mind. So thank you to Autumn and Isaac in no particular order. Just thank you for your input for this channel today. All right. We are going to go into a little bit of a throwback type of topic, grief. I know a lot of people are grieving right now, and grief seems to be so commonplace these days that as a therapist and as a Christian, I thought it would just be a good thing to let people know that there are cycles to grief and there are also coping mechanisms to your grief. So today we want to go over five topics that I feel can help you cope with your grief, manage your emotions, and even gain more control of your sleep pattern and behavior. So let's get into it today, folks. Coping with grief, knowing the cycles of grief can help you cope and heal faster. Grief is a journey that everyone at some point in their life will experience. It can be a very dark time in a person's life. It can be like a winding road that is never going to straighten out. It upsets your daily life when a loved one passes. And it leaves you also with uncertainty, which can in turn be known as, or even a diagnosis as, a grief depression or a grief anxiety or even a chronic grief depression. Okay, let's explore these five key steps to help you in understanding and moving through. And everyone moves through at a different time period or at a different pace. Nobody goes through a grieving process the same. Okay, so let's go into it. Number one is to acknowledge your emotions. Acknowledge your emotions. The first step is to recognize and accept your feelings. Okay, recognizing and accepting your feelings. It's natural to experience a whirlwind of emotions. We do know that some of the stages of grief are anger, depression, disbelief, sadness. All of that is an emotional factor dealing with grief. Even confusion is part of it as well. Allow yourself to feel these emotions without judgment. A lot of people who go through life and see their loved ones passing on, they often take on what we call a survivor's remorse, especially if there's been a tragic accident or something tragically has happened. They take on what we call grief remorse. Oh, well, survivor's remorse. And it is a remorseful grief of expression of emotion that you have survived and the other person did not. All right. Number two, and this can be a well utilized tool if people will just do it. And that is talk to a professional. Talk to a professional about your grief. Speaking with a therapist or a counselor can help provide insights into your feelings. Okay. not only your feelings, but also other coping mechanisms that can offer you guidance on a unique journey that you're on, because understand your life has been disrupted. Okay. Number three, identify your support system. Having a support system is very, very, very vital during the grief process or the grieving process. However, you do not want to become solely dependent upon your loved ones during your grieving process. Okay, because you will have to develop some sort of an independence without the loved one being present. Right. Reaching out to loved ones, however, can be incredibly healing factor. Whether you're reaching out to friends, family, or a support group, having people to lean on during times of trying times, it can make a world of a difference in your healing process. It can make a world of difference in your healing process. All right. And then we want to try what we call proven daily practices. Proven daily practices. All right. Engaging in daily routines that promote well being can help alleviate the weight of grief. This might include activities like journaling, meditation, exercise, or even taking a short walk. The small actions can help you just get the weight off of you. And I think that's what a lot of people feel. They just have the weight on them. People who've been married for a long time, the weight is on them. People who have been in a relationship with son, daughter, anything like that, the weight is on them. All right. Doing these small little exercises can help alleviate some of that. And then to understand that your pain will not last forever. I can't put a time limit on anybody's grief. That is not what we do. We help you process through it. But knowing some of these steps can help you. Understanding that your life will go on. It will go on. Knowing that your pain won't last forever. While the pain of a loss is overwhelming, it's essential to remember that within time, and I don't subscribe to time heals all things, but within time, you will be able to maneuver through life a little better than being at that auspicious stopping point and feeling as though your life is completely over. Okay. The memories of your loved ones, listen, folks, they always remain. Okay. They always remain. But the sharpness of the intensity of that sting of losing someone, that will pass. It will pass. You will create new routines. You will create a new life for yourself. Life will carry on. All right. In closing today, grief is a personal journey and everyone's experience is unique. It is essential to find what works best for you. What works best for you? Seek the help when you need it. In those lonely times, call somebody. Reach out to someone. Speak to somebody. All right? The best thing to remember is you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay? You're never alone on the journey. You may feel alone, but you're never alone. And understand this as well, folks. People don't always understand how you grieve. You have to be patient with people, especially those who are trying to help you. Okay? Be patient with them. Be loving, be kind with them, because they're here to help you process through your grief. Kill the ants. Kill the ants. What does that mean? The automatic negative thoughts. Kill those ants. Don't let these automatic negative thoughts pop up in your head when somebody's trying to be part of your support system. All right. So tomorrow may be something different, a little more upbeat and uplifting. But for those who are going through a grieving process, our thoughts and our prayers are with you. We hope that you will find peace in whatever you are going through. God bless you and take care. Do have a wonderful day.